Yo, yo, yo. Happy Tuesday, guys. Happy Tuesday. We are going to continue work on this Ground Leo with a new playlist in the background that I'm already questioning. I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure about this. We'll jump straight into it. We've got a few secondary edge highlights to do on the olive green. And then we'll probably move on to the brown and the greys. I feel like we might get all the edge highlights done tonight. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. Yeah, I don't know about this playlist. Yeah, I don't even think I applied. I didn't. I did not apply a primary edge highlight. Do I do around the top of the head? I probably should. Early? Yeah, this is, I think I've started this time, maybe the past 3 nights. I'm sort of just sitting here. I've had dinner. I've been to gym. I'm like watching some YouTube Gundam lore videos. I'm like, do you know what? We might as well just start early. Might as well just get some more painting done. I was watching the Witch of Mercury lore videos. That is the wrong color. It's better. That was the secondary edge highlight I was doing for the primary. Man, I feel like just playing some Spotify instead of upbeat. But at the same time, that would just mean the whole YouTube video would just get muted. Wombat, what's happening, man? How you doing? Happy Tuesday. I thought today was Wednesday. Man, I was so disappointed. I was like, that's Wednesday done and dusted. Nope. No, buddy. In fact, it is not. You missed the old playlist. Dude, I'm seriously thinking about just doing a Spotify night and just having a muted YouTube stream. I've got like a Ministry of Sound playlist. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. 7 p.m. start. Yeah, man. I need to paint more on stream. And painting later. You know, I was able to do it for such a long time. Gets a little hard when work gets busy AF. So I could start earlier. I don't know how to do that, Wombat. I've tried to work that out. I need to get beauty sleep. There is no amount of sleep that can help that, my guy. No amount of sleep can help that. I'm sure there is a way to split audio from not with the app I'm using, I don't think. I don't know. I'm technically not that smart. I am generally not that smart. False. Do you know I've got a really bad habit of down talking myself, like a really bad habit. And it compounds. It just compounds because then, right? Because I've almost forever just down talked whatever I do. Whenever I try and praise myself, I feel like I'm being extremely arrogant to the point where I'm just like, oh, that feels weird. Aussie self-deprecation. Yeah, I do it a lot. I got told off the other day by Mark from Pluto. He's like, stop doing that. Funnily enough, a few years back, a girl I was seeing on Tinder said the same thing. She's like, can you stop doing that? I was like, no. I mean, I could try. You can only take a compliment as followed by an insult. It's also, I think I was gonna make a broad statement there. It's probably just in general. I was gonna say, as a guy, but just as we rarely give out actual compliments, and then that in itself, it's very difficult to receive a compliment because you're not used to it. It took me a while when I was on TikTok to stop brushing aside a compliment, because a compliment is essentially a little gift from someone. You don't want to push that gift back in someone else's face. So if you don't really know what to say when someone's giving you a compliment, just be polite and say thank you. But I had a bad habit of being like, thanks, my stuff's all right, but this guy's better. I think sometimes, when some people come in and they're like, oh, you should enter a golden demon. And I'm like, I thank you very much for the compliment. I'm like, the people that enter those competitions are another level above me. So, thank you for the compliment of thinking I can enter. And I could enter. But, have you seen Infernal Brush's stuff? If painting competitions were like a sport and you had to get tested, I'm sure Dave Perryman is on performance enhancing painting stuff. I'm also going to be a little more careful about what I say on Twitch. I don't know if Twitch has the automated bots that TikTok has, but after I spoke about one specific episode on Zeta, the Gundam Zeta, where there was some stuff I didn't think was going to be in that series, I think my stream may have been affected. So I'm going to be maybe a little more selective with how I talk about stuff. Oh man, painting's evolved so quickly, Wombat. Painting has evolved so quickly. And I always throw it back to when I got into the hobby at the start of 6th edition and how the box art was painted on the Dark Vengeance box. And I was like, that's how I want to paint. Funnily enough, that's now how I paint. But you got to know your level of painter, right? And where you're at. So the guys that enter Golden Demons, the guys that were placing really high at Arc Open, they typically don't paint armies. I think Liam paint stuff is an exception to that rule. He painted an awesome Praetor for the Sons of Horus, but I also think he's got quite a few salamanders for his Horus Heresy. There's outliers. There's obviously outliers with that, but for the most part, people that display paint just display paint. And your level of painting is phenomenal. And it is, for an army, it is fantastic. I think it's like the sort of the epitome of an army standard. Yeah, armies on parade, 100%. Yeah, yep. It's a good, well done in taking that compliment. I just love filling the cabinet up with painted miniatures and then taking them out and putting them on my desk and they just sit there instead of staying in the cabinet where they should be. This song's a bit louder than the other ones. Needs a bit of trophy desk time. Dude, I just... Right, do you know, I actually don't have that many miniatures on my desk at the moment right now. I've got the Gundam stuff. I've got the Deathwing Terminator. I've got a Necromunda model. I've got my oldest model that I own, and I've got some Tyranids. There's actually some Tyranids sitting there. The speed painted Tyranids. This playlist sucks. Oh, what's this? Hard hitting. There's so little songs on this website. It's not funny. Hard hitting country, wild country beats. What's wild country beats? I have Wombat, yeah. I don't know if I like this. I've thought about displaying some stuff at House of War. The only display cabinets they've got are downstairs. And they've already got a bunch of stuff in there. I don't know how I feel about leaving it all upstairs. Beastly beats. What about Beastly Beats? Let's do Beastly Beats. This just sucks too. I'm over this website. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I don't know. I just like having my stuff here, so when I'm on stream, I can just grab stuff and show people, but that's sort of happening less and less now, I guess. I think displaying my models at House of War would be cool, but at the same time, like, it would sort of be just to help advertise the paint classes, but the people that are local to House of War aren't the ones that are really wanting to do the paint classes. It's more the people we're seeing at events and stuff. Like, a lot of the guys that go to House of War are already set in their ways. There's a lot of Grey Army people there. A lot of Grey Army people. So yeah, I'm just not sure how I could help those people, inspire them to paint more. I don't know. I guess there's just people that just want painted armies. Do you know what I mean? There's people that don't care. There's people that like the idea of painted armies but don't want to put in the work. And then there's people that love the idea of painted armies and are willing to put in the work. Yeah, exactly, Nath. And look, there'll be times where we'll procrastinate in the studio. You know, you can't paint the whole time, but for the most part, we're at the studio getting stuff done. I mean, the proof's in the pudding with my Gundam. How much Gundam I've painted in the past couple of weeks. Nate's been painting his Orlock frantically for our campaign. Marvin's been knuckling down recently. Although Marvin's got like 14 guys he needs to paint just to start the campaign. Yeah, the same people that sit up the back wanted to use the studio to paint, but they just don't. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things. You typically end up being what you surround yourself with. So a lot of those guys play games with Grey Armies. So there's like 6 of them, and they all play with Grey Armies. So you just end up doing that. And I think for the most part, people that hang around me and the people that I hang around, paint. We paint. Yeah, a lot of people do just want community. Yeah. I get Nave's point though, like, these are people that we've seen at House of War for the existence of House of War. 10 years and they've got, I mean, yeah, painting's not high on their list, obviously. There is one guy though that back in the day, he was known for being a Grey Army guy. In the last 2 years, he's been painting up armies to go to tournaments, which is actually quite impressive. Like complete flip of how he used to be as a hobbyist. So it is something that can change. It's 100% something that can change. They just need to be ridiculed more. That's what it is. That's what it is. You just got to pick on them. Be like, what's up, dude? I've seen you here for 6 years. You haven't got shit paint? No, don't do that. They could just throw the ball right back at me and be like, hey man, I've seen you here for 6 years and I've never seen you roll dice. I'll be like, touche. Touche. It's why it sounds pessimistic. It definitely sounds pessimistic. And from a guy that's trying to make it somewhere in the hobby community, being pessimistic isn't great. But it's why I started having the mindset of whenever someone told me they were starting a new army or starting something new and they're like, yeah, I'm going to paint this up, I would just be like, yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. Because it originated with my friends, right? It originated with my friends. We were all getting into Age of Sigmar and I wanted to do Stormcast Eternals. And like two of them were like, I'm going to do Stormcast Eternals. I'm going to paint up Stormcast Eternals. And I was like, sweet. I'm going to be a little snowflake and I'm going to paint something different because I don't want to paint Stormcast Eternals. And they didn't paint up Stormcast Eternals. So ever since then, I'm just like, I'm going to do what I want in the hobby, even if that's painting the same faction as one of my friends. Because I'll believe someone's doing something when I see it, or when I see a majority of it, right? Like you're starting a new Necromunda gang, cool. I'll believe you're doing that gang when I've seen like 4 gang members painted. Not when you've grabbed a box and just built it. Because anyone can grab a box and build it. Slap some paint on that bad boy. This thing's got some really weird edges on it. Dr. Gaming, how we doing, man? How we doing? How's your Tuesday? Why is it quiet? Do I just put on Spotify, honestly? Let's just have a mute. We're going to have a YouTube, like, YouTube will still be able to hear this. It'll just be the replay. Won't be able to hear. Why is that in my search bar? Oh, dude. Yeah. Look, maybe it's just tonight. I can't deal with it. Can't deal with it. Let's get something. Let's get this is my Ministry of Sound playlist. Let's go with this. Let me know if I need to turn it up. I hold no responsibility for if a rave starts up in your lounge room with this playlist either. Like, it's still called raves? Maybe. I think I'll still continue to pay for Restream. Oh, not Restream, Upbeat, because we can use the music for our tutorials. Lazy sculpting, Bandai. Lazy sculpting. High as I can be. You thought I was going to do the Dad Rock playlist, didn't you? It's not Sunday. We can't do Dad Rock playlist unless it's Sunday. What the fuck was that? I didn't skip that song. It's a bit weird. Yo, Saber, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Buddha, what's happening, Big Hoss? How you doing? Thank you, man. Thank you, Saber. Yeah, I'm pretty inspired to paint the Gundam Assemble stuff lately. So we got the Leo is a bit of a work in progress. This is sort of what he's going to end up looking like in terms of quality. I've changed your mind on these. Man, the box art is trash, Saber. The miniatures themselves, dude, the miniatures are good. You sold all your Gunpla when you got into Warhammer? You're doing the opposite to me, bro. You're doing the opposite to me. No, I haven't sold any of my Warhammer, but this is my first foray into any Gundam stuff. I did get a high grade Dynamis, and I just couldn't build it, man. I just couldn't build it. I'm not building's not high on my list. Building is not high on my list. So these are phenomenal. These are phenomenal. My day, Buddha. My day was pretty cruisy, man. Had to do a fix up on a ute. It was an insurance job. Just got some jobs prepped for tomorrow. Should have two pretty cruisy days. I don't know what my Thursday entails or my Friday. I know what my Thursday evening entails. So Thursday evening, guys, today's Tuesday evening here. Thursday evening, there'll be no stream. I'm going out for my mum's birthday. But we will be back on Friday. Yeah, I finished editing the Gundam tutorial the other day. So hopefully Marvin gets his hot little hands on it. Can get that edited ASAP. We'll get some nice pics done, and then yeah, we'll see if we can get in contact with Bandai at all, because that'd be cool. Yeah, that makes sense, Saber. Yeah, the build time on a Gundam miniature and then painting it is a lot. Having said that, for me, these Gundam miniatures, right? They don't have the same amount of colors used as, say, this guy. So I'm sort of painting them quicker, and I'm heavily motivated to paint them. You sent me pics of the car farmer. Well, it is Tuesday. It is Tuesday, guys. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do the live stream community showcase. So if you are part of the Discord, you can upload a pic to that thread and we'll show it off on stream in like, I don't know, an hour and a half. Hour and a half. And if you don't want to upload it there, Buddha, I'll definitely check your pic out after stream. I said check your pic out. I'm playing Spotify tonight, Buddha. It was just, is this plugged in? We're playing Spotify tonight. I couldn't deal with Upbeat tonight. I don't know. It's just too much. We're not going to do Spotify every night. Because it'd suck to get a whole bunch of people just watching just because of the music and then leave when I play Upbeat. If that makes sense. I'd hope they're here to check out my grey beard and my painting. People should stay regardless. They should, but it's. Some people don't. Some people don't. We had a few people leave stream because I'm painting Gundam over Space Marines, but I'm painting them the same way. But it's because I'm not painting Warhammer. It is all about the minis. I agree. Totally agree. Yeah. Man, content creation's a rough place when you're not like Speed or Kai Senate or something like that. If you're just like a little goldfish in a pond, it's a rough place. It's a rough place. You got to ride those waves. None of this makes sense. I'm doing like Tito Ortiz metaphors here. A goldfish in a pond riding the waves. You stayed for the edging and forearm porn. Oh, totally, Saber. There are a few people that are in chat that, you know, I give minor tips to, and their painting has improved immensely. I think one of the big ones is seeing how long it takes to paint miniatures to the standard that I paint them for the ultimate guides. This is your painting lesson. I know. This is what I teach in the advanced class in person. And I do it every single night. Mate, if this was, there's some people that would, you'd have to subscribe to their Patreon to watch this. And then you have to pay extra to get the recipe. You got onto Yak Tribes, good. Finally. You can stop building your list with a calculator now. That'll be good. Was your password Nath is a sick dog 69, like I said it was? You're alone up in Brisbane. I know, Buddha. I know. Do you know what? Sometimes, like, I'm like chatting to Marvin at the studio. I'm like, you can sort of tell Buddha just wants to hang out and paint sometimes. Like, that's, I guess that's the con, isn't it? 100% true. Yeah, dude. With every Saturday as well. When Buddha's like, oh, I'm going to come look for a job in Melbourne. Dude wants a job, but he also wants to just hang out at the BFG studio and paint all weekend. Matt, you'd be getting Nath at the studio. You have a full conversation and then Nath will be like, oh, you mean like this? And then just repeat what you said. He'd get you with it and he knows he's doing it. Yeah, man, it can be rough. Getting into the hobby. I think that's why streaming can be good. Low key gaslight. It's not low key. That's why the stream can be good because, you know, if you do have the time to do it, I can be that person you can hang out with and paint with. No, I'm gonna be here every night. Or you get timmed like you did, yeah, he'd bail you up. That he doesn't wake up till like 4 or 5 p.m. Wombat. He doesn't wake up till 4 or 5 p.m. You don't see him. I'm not making shit up either. You got that $700 paint. You don't need a $700 portable paint studio, my guy. We've got the setup for you. In fact, we've got 12 really comfortable setups. Yeah, sometimes it can be tough to get the motivation to paint by yourself. I understand that. I get that sometimes. Majority of the time, I'm pretty good. Like, I've always been pretty good at just painting by myself. But man, this stream can be the person you paint with. Even if you just lurk, just turn up, say good day, lurk, paint miniatures. Don't get me wrong, I love the interaction. The interaction makes the stream more appealable to new people. Like when new people turn up and I'm actually conversing with other people, that makes the stream more appealing than when I'm just sort of chilling here painting, which I'm content to do, as you guys know. Stork, how we doing, my guy? Discord paint sessions. I mean, we could do, like, if you guys want to jump in Discord and chat, I'm completely fine with that. If you guys want to set a camera up and just have it on what you're painting, I can bring that up on stream as well, you know? I'm more than happy to do that if you guys want to do that. Just get some good lighting so people can see what you're working on. You go ego drunk with your cam on you. I would, yeah, you got 13 people watching you, but nah, like I would essentially just like section up the screen and have it so it's just like split into fours and 4 people could paint. And I literally too many good loot. No, you're not getting your head on stream, Nath. You're just getting your model on stream. No head on stream. You could not fit your head in there, dude. It is a large head. Separate face cam. It would just be completely just his whole face. It would just be like just zoomed in just on the features of his face. We could definitely do that though, like a just paint on Discord. No worries, Saber. Appreciate you hanging out. We'll be here for another hour and a half at least. Yeah, Lockie. Was it New Year's? Maybe it was New Year's. Me and Lockie did a stream on TikTok. The two of us. And I did one night where Mike was sitting next to me when we were prepping for DreamHack, and he was building the Tyranids, and he sort of sat. It was background miking. He was being background mic. I'm happy. I would be happy to do a Discord thing. Maybe set a day. Maybe we could set a day where we do it maybe once a week or something. I don't know. Could maybe get Avi to do it too. I know Avi hasn't been streaming lately, but she might be down to just. Oh geez, I don't know about Nathan and Avi on the same stream though. That'd be. Yeah, you'd be keen on that. You two would just be bloody giving each other shit the whole time. It's not flirting. It's definitely not flirting. It is just absolutely giving each other shit. They just give each other shit. Oh, had an itchy ear. We are nearly done with these edge highlights, so then we'll move on to the dot highlight, and then maybe we'll just do the brown edge highlights. Is that it? Have we achieved maximum edge highlighting? Size 2 for the edge highlights. I hope you're not telling me what brush to use for edge highlights, Nath. I think that's it. I think we're under the dot highlights. Okay, is it going to be Khaki Krieg for the dot? Or is it going to be Wraithbone? Could be Wraithbone, let's see. Oh no, it could be this, surely. Maybe I don't want it to be that full on because it is going to have a lot of dots on the back. Maybe we'll go with maybe we'll go with some Wraithbone and Khaki. Oh, that is fucked. Right, let's try this instead. All right, happy with that color. Let's do some dots for the tutorial. So once you have finished with your secondary edge highlight, we're going to mix together 2 parts of Khaki Krieg with 1 part of Wraithbone, and we're going to apply some dot highlights. You can do as many or as little edges as you want. I typically do all the edges that meet and all the hard edges of the miniature. No, we're not going to finish all of them. The plan is to get some photos of the Xeon Rush miniatures. So all the Zaku's and all the heroic beginning models. So the three good guys I've finished. So we'll get some really nice photos of those. And then have the Gundam tutorial finished and uploaded onto YouTube. and then we will send that to Bandai and just be like, hey, look, this is what we plan on doing with your product. We plan on streaming us playing the game, as well as creating tutorials based around basically every single one of the models that is released, which is going to be a shitload of work. I understand that, but if anyone can do it, it's me. And yeah, that's the goal, man. That is the goal. I hope that we can, like, my ultimate dream is that they're like, yep, we like what we see. We will send you models early and the rules set early. That is my dream. But if that doesn't happen, even if maybe we can pay for the miniatures and they can send them to us early. But look, you know, very, very well might get nothing back from them, you know? But we don't know unless we try. We don't know unless we try. And look, even if it doesn't work straight away, maybe once the game is released and we can start playing games, we'll send them links to that as well. Be like, hey, remember us? Ha, you thought you blocked us. It didn't work. And pay me a wage for 3 painters and a marking team? Yeah, well, that would be sick, dude. That would be cool as shit. Man, I've been having spasms in my like shoulder blade for like past 2 hours. Sure, it has nothing to do with the amount of painting I'm doing. Like the playlist. This is after that that day you sent me that clip from you at gym, and you're like, this is better gym music. I went and found this playlist. I need a miracle. I can say this, Buddha. I am never gonna do a leg day with you, my dude. Not after the shit you sent me of what you guys do. Ain't no way in hell. Vulcan's got a shit ton of gold. I mean, it always happens on every miniature. Always underestimate. You always underestimate. I underestimated the amount of edge highlights that were on this guy. Cheeky dude's got a shitload. All right, all this song finishes. I need to go to the toilet. Watch me get raided or something while I go to the toilet. I'll leave you with this ground type Leo. Be back in a second. What combination are we going to use to highlight the light brown? Thinking a bit of Gorthor, maybe Baneblade. I don't paint brown that often, let alone requiring edge highlights. Like I might paint brown for skin or trees or fur, and I typically layer that and really do it for armor with a hard edge highlight. Oh, dude. The new Drukhari, that's what an Archon's meant to look like. Can't believe it had that shit Archon for so long. After having a good one, right? The fine cast Archon, the one that had like the multiple different helmets and was holding the soul trap or whatever it was, that was a sick model. And then they released that piece of shit that has its arms crossed. Like, I get what you're trying to do with that miniature, but it didn't work. This one's sick. This is a very good Archon. Is the female Drukhari a named character? That one's still a cool model. I really like that as well. I was for sure thinking they were going to come out with a new pain engine or new grotesques, like a box of 3 grotesques. Like, Drukhari need, I don't know, they need an update somewhere. I get that they've got the kill team box for their warriors, so you've got like some little bits, but she's from the 5th. Ah, yeah, dude, they had so many cool characters in the 5th edition codex, like Duke Sliskus. There was a named guy that was on a hoverboard too. I forget what his name was. I've probably still got. Oh, maybe I sold it. Maybe I sold my old codexes. Yeah, what's her name? Melodis or something? Lady Malice. Her face is a little boring. The rest of the model's cool as shit though. Yeah, that Archon. Perfect. The Archon's perfect. You miss being... Yeah, that was cool. Kit bashing heroes was very cool. And that codex was very good at it too. The masked... I haven't seen it. Has she got a mask, has she? I guess that's on the... Okay, let's jump on the Warhammer community. I'm sure it's there. Warhammer community. Warhammer community. My head's so itchy. So much stuff on my head that I can't itch it. Lady Malice stands tall over the new Codex Drukhari. Yeah, that's it. That is cool. That Husk Blade is awesome as well. Very cool Husk Blade. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's sick. That's inspired by the 5th edition helmet. Yeah, that is... Yeah, that's what an Archon's meant to look like. Dude, I might get that just to paint it, eh? That Husk Blade is very cool as well. I don't exactly know my way around Drukhari anymore, but that looks like it's a pretty good box. That looks like a pretty good box. I do like myself. The racks are very cool. They just need a bigger paint engine. They need a larger paint engine, and they need grotesques in a box of 3 that are plastic. It's not one pose. The new Warhammer Plus Spirit Seer. Yeah, I need to order that. I need to order that. Racks are very cool. I painted one years ago. I don't know if I've got a pic of it. Painted one. Oh no, I've probably got them still somewhere. I don't know where they'd be. Where's the pic of them? I know I've got a pic here. Rip Tantalus. Oh yeah, the big Tantalus. This is how I painted him. With like red flesh. Rip the Tantalus. Yeah, Forge World Tantalus. The big boy. They do need a they do need that size model though. They're yet to get like a gigantic model. Like where's Vect? Where's as durable Vect? Yeah, I do, Wombat. I do. Yep. You and Riker helped the Tau out against, I think it was Orcs. And then Urian's like, oh yeah, just give me a bunch of your Fire Warriors. Like, I need them to help me. And then they ended up fighting on the battlefield with a whole bunch of blue racks. They're like, what happened to our Fire Warriors? And then there's just a whole bunch of blue racks on the battlefield. Straight up though, I mean, I guess Tau as a race are young and they're pretty naive. But if that dude came to you and was like, gimme, you need to give me some of your warriors to help. Be like, yeah, I can see what's standing next to you, man. Like that guy that doesn't have skin and that big dude next to you and how you've got like extra little arms coming out of your back. I ain't giving you shit, bro. You're not getting any of my warriors. We might lose this war, but you ain't getting none of my warriors. We were always going to miss some highlights. We were always going to miss some highlights. Thank you, JJ. Appreciate it. All right, we've nearly done the dots. We've nearly done the dots, so we can move on to the brown parts of the armor soon. I mean, this is the bulk of the model though, right? I'd say it's like 75% of the model is this green armor. It's your guy. Yeah, JJ, it is. It's yours. The Grand Leo, dude. When did I start this? Sunday. Man. Flying through them. Flying through them. Yeah, it's been a while since I've painted at this pace. And the last time I sort of painted at this pace was probably my jump pack captain. Maybe the Terminators. I was pretty quick on the Terminators for the Blood Angels. I mean, it is, look, it is going to slow down after the Space Leo. It's going to slow down a little bit, but we'll see. Inspiring, love to hear it. Love to hear it. It's my favorite thing to hear. I reckon we're done. It's time to move on to the brown edge highlights. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, man. Let's just do a little test. Let's just do a little test of the brown before we chuck it on the tutorial. I'm thinking Gorthor to Baneblade, or maybe it'd be some Gorthor with the Dryad bark. Let's see. Okay, definitely don't need to mix this with a different color. This is perfectly fine for a primary. In fact, it's perfect. Happy birthday for Saturday. First of all, JJ, happy birthday for Saturday. And look, man, if you want to get more Gundam for your birthday and you want to get a high grade, I think you should do it. I would just, honestly, man, I'd pick one that you like. I'd pick one that you like. Everyone's got a different sort of aesthetic that they like when it comes to Gundam miniatures, I think. So this is Baneblade for the secondary, and I think this is going to work pretty damn good. Yeah. That is it. Oh, settle down. Settle down. Flight Sim, yo, thank you very much for the follow. Started an early 2000s rave. I know, dude. I know. That's what I said. I cannot be held accountable for the rave that's about to start in your lounge room. How you doing, Flight Sim? All right, let's film this little clip for the tutorial. Let's move some brushes so we can do it. I was going to say, why does it seem like one of my lights is out? It's because it is. Just changing a light. Bust out the glow sticks, yeah, man. That's better. Are you doing some 3D prints? What are you printing? So with the dot highlights finished, we are going to move on to the brown armor. And for this, we're going to apply a primary edge highlight of Gorthor Brown. I'm going to do it up on the elbow, even though most of it is down on the foot. It's just going to make it easier to film for this part of the tutorial. So because it is that primary edge highlight, we want to go thick. Want to go thick with it. Dude, I'm calling it. I reckon this guy's going to be done tomorrow. I reckon this guy is going to be done tomorrow. Some non-Warhammer 40k, even though they're 40k. Who's the sculptor for the non-40k stuff? Do you know who sculpted it? Like, is it Liber Demonica or Grey Tide or what's that other dude that does the is Is it Mezgike? I think it's Mezgike. Does the trench plague marines. Marvin, I'm telling you. I'm out of control. I'm out of control. I'm also being naughty and I'm playing Spotify. So this episode is going to be muted on YouTube, but sometimes I just need a Ministry of Sound playlist just to cook, you know? Let the man cook. Around half an hour, guys, we are going to jump in the Discord for the live stream community showcase. So if you aren't part of the Discord, join it, and then you can upload a pic in there and show us what you've been working on. Mezgike does the Orcs and the Dredge Marines. Yeah, that's the dude. But there is a absolute heap of amazing sculptors coming out now. Early on it was tough to find like some really good sculpts, but not anymore. Not anymore. I hope Arvy's on tonight, Marvin. We owe that gaping jaw. I'll tell ya. I know that we got him last night before Arvy got on, but that dude needs some Albanuric action, if you know what I'm saying. He needs the full-blown Albanuric treatment. Pro Acryl. You've given up on Scale 75 and Vallejo. Interesting, interesting. I mean, I for the most part, just use Citadel and two thin coats. I've rarely ever stepped out of that comfort zone. But I do always hear good things about Pro Acryl. Just type command Discord. There it is. Thank you, Buddha. Thank you, Marvin. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, we jump in the Discord and we check out what everyone's working on. Oh, I asked this question. I asked this question of Marvin and Pluto Mark on the weekend. If you were building a model and you had to put one peg into the foot to hold the model to the base, which foot would you pick? Which foot would you pick to put the peg in? And why would it be this one that's lifting its foot and you can see the back of the peg? And why wouldn't it be this one? Spoon handle. How you doing, man? How you doing? Thank you very much for the raid. We get a shout out for Spoon handle. What were you working on? Stream. What are you up to, man? It's pretty dumb. Yeah, I don't know why I did it. I don't know. Welcome, guys. Welcome. I'm painting up some Gundam Assemble. Still in the Games Workshop heavy metal, like Warhammer style, but we're painting Gundam. We are painting Gundam. Skeletor riding Panther. That sounds cool as shit, dude. Hang on. I did say we're going to get raided. I said it was when I was going to go to the toilet, though. and that didn't happen. Thankfully. Hang on. Are we talking Skeletor from He-Man and Panther from Thundercats? Is that what we're talking about here? Panthro. Oh, I was getting mixed up. Because that'd be weird. Panther is Skeletor's cat. Ah, got ya. I'm not as up to date with my He-Man knowledge as I was when I was 8. You keep calling him Panther. Yeah, I would call him Panthro as well. Man, Panthro was cool as shit. Is Skeletor's cat blue? Am I thinking wrong? Purple. Okay, I was thinking wrong. I'll show you one of my finished ones so it doesn't look like this work in progress. So Gundam Assemble came out with the trading card miniatures. The trading cards. The miniatures came out with the trading cards. And they come out in boxes of 3. And they're all geared towards a series of Gundam. So the classic RX-78. His box is called Heroic Beginnings. He was actually the 4th Gundam model I painted. The first ones I painted were the Zaku's because I love Zaku's. I love Zaku's. The toy was purple felt. Yeah, they don't know what they were doing back in the day. So yeah, this is I'm really excited for the game next year. So my goal is to paint all of the current miniatures before the game comes out. So that when it drops, we'll be able to stream playing the game. And this is the 7th model. I'm up to model 7 out of 12, which is fantastic. However, the last three are pretty nuts, right? Look at the detail on this guy. He's got quite a few edge highlights. And then look at the edge highlights on this one. Do you know, I've watched some of those episodes, The Toys That Made Us. I haven't watched all of them. So yeah, this, like, the other ones are taking me like a week. This one's going to take me like 2+ to paint the Seed Strike ones. I'll still enjoy it though. It'll still be fun. they'll look cool when they're done. They'll just be far more work than a ground Leo or gun tank. Angle? Which angle do I paint this from? Yeah, I don't know why they put the peg in this foot. It doesn't make any sense. And yeah, no, dude, this whole playlist is full of bangers. It means the YouTube video is going to be completely muted, but we've got bangers right now. And that's all that matters. I don't know how many people are watching a playback of my live streams anyway. When you played COD, your performance lied heavily with on the playlist in the background. Oh man, my brother used to play like For Honor with music on in the background so loud that I could hear it. That used to rustle my jimmies. Yeah, I used to grind my gears. I was like, turn that shit off. Oh, dude, I would. That's why I don't play PvP games, man. I mean, I was okay at Space Marine. There'd be times where I'd be good. Yeah, another thing is in Australia, man. Quite often, servers are miles away from us, so we just end up having some pretty shit like latency issues. That's 100% the reason why we suck at PvP games, guys, because we're in Australia. It's not because we suck at it and we're getting older and our reaction speed is down. Oh, this is a banger, Buddha. This is a banger. I'm back being 24-year-old BFG Justin, and I've got some white Mitsubishis, if you catch my drift. I thought you'd like that one, but in 20 minutes, guys. In 20 minutes, we are going to jump in that Discord. If you are new to the channel, every Tuesday and Thursday, we've got a Discord channel called the Livestream Community Showcase. And you can upload a pic of your current work in progress, or maybe it's some hobby that you finished. And we'll show the other people what you're working on. And that could be a Skeletor riding a Panthro. Exactly, Buddha. Exactly, yeah. Also had hair at that stage. And unlike my recent luck on Tinder, I, you know, did a little bit better. The recent Tinder girl, she didn't want a second date. She did not want a second date. She was content with living at home with her mum, looking after her daughter. I don't know. Didn't want to go out with a superstar Twitch streaming painter. Show the jump pack captain? Yeah, I showed her the wrong pic on my Instagram. That's what it was. I showed her one of the Gundam models that's only got like 200 likes on it. And I should have shown her the one that had 24,000. I'm telling you, man, this playlist is lit. It was after you sent me that song and me at gym, I was like, I need to find a playlist that's similar to that song. And lo and behold, I did. Oh, let's get some secondary edge highlights on these little brown areas. Come on. I just wish I didn't get copyright claims. That's what I wish. I mean, the copyright claim doesn't matter. It just means that the VOD gets muted on YouTube. That's all that happens. They're like, wait, stop playing that music. We're going to take a cut of that money. And I'm like, sucked in, bro. I don't make money. Take it. All right, secondary edge highlight. Cool. Oh, man, I may be painting more, but my elbows don't like me. Okay, Baneblade. Baneblade brown for the second edge highlight on the brown. Let's just film this clip for the tutorial. Once you have applied that first edge highlight of Gorthor brown, we're going to move to Baneblade brown now and apply the secondary edge highlight. And we want to leave some of that first highlight visible. Man, if they can dial in their push fit models and just make some small improvements in some areas, they'll be cooking with this stuff. Like, they need to stop doing this. Stop doing that. Stop doing whatever this shit is. Fix that. I suppose, though, the price point is pretty damn good. They'll be in the cook. What? Just have a stroke? Yeah, look, the other thing is, you know, if you're comparing it to something like a miniature from Warhammer, in Australia, like our prices are pretty effed. I got the starter box for $65. That came with a starter set for the cards of $50, as well as 3 miniatures for $65 Australian. That was an 8th phrase. It was 100% an 8th phrase. A nathism, as it were. Can I get all the secondary edge highlights done before we need to jump into Discord? That is my challenge. This is... It is Paul Van Dyke. You need this playlist then, Spoon Handle. This is just a whole playlist of that type of music. Message me on Instagram, dude. I'll send you the link. This guy's very Battletech inspired. I think if someone wasn't familiar with alternate Gundam series, I don't think they'd think this is a Gundam model. Dude, the Van Sar shields, holy shit. They were annoying as. I kept the acrylic part clear and I varnished the rest of it. From memory, I hand varnished some of it. Yeah, that I remember that was frustrating. Worth it. Like the end finish was like really, really cool. But yeah, I kept the clear acrylic part how it is, and then sub-assembled and varnished the rest of it. Yeah, that was a shitload of work. You put the shield on the wrong way. They are tricky. Necromunda models are actually really tricky. I should probably just paint that peg brown, hey? So it just matches the foot. I might do that. I had painted the other pegs black that are visible, but it's not because they're like this one. All right, we're about to jump into that Discord, guys. So if you want to have some of your hobby stuff shown on stream and share it with other people, then just jump in the Discord. Jump in the Battleforge Gaming Discord. There is a thread called the Community Livestream Showcase. Just upload a pic there. Discord. Nearly got it, Buddha. You nearly got it. That's it. Just got some weird highlights on this thing. You be quiet, Marvin. All right, let's jump in the Discord and check out what you guys have been working on. You painted your first mini in 10 months? No way. What'd you paint? Imperial Fist? All right, all right, all right. What do we got? Kev's got his Commissar with a power axe. That's not a legit model, is it? With a power axe. Like, it looks like a Games Workshop model, and it looks like a Games Workshop power axe, but I can't remember a Commissar with a power axe. The flying bug from the Thingo box with the flying Imperial Guard. Oh, the Jeez, I can't even think of them. Vespid. You can put something in there, Martin. Yeah, dude. It was a limited release, really. Ah, interesting. Your wrist is no longer dislocated. Second day back painting. How good. Love to see it, Buddha. Love to see it, man. I'm pumped to see your Rabute painted. It's going to be wicked. It's going to be wicked. Ah, here it is. Yo, that's wicked, hey. How cool is that? It doesn't quite have the armor that He-Man's cat has, but he looks pretty intimidating, doesn't he? That's wicked. Is that a 3D print, is it? Oh, more Blood Bowl, Martin. How good. I love the color palette. Love that white and orange. That can't be legal. I don't know American football, but I'm almost certain you can't take a bear trap on the pitch. They look cool as though. It's from the board game. That's right. Hero Quest, you're saying. Catch the ball. That dude's got like a punch dagger. Or that chick. It's a chick, sorry. That dudette. That dudette's got a punch dagger. That's not legal either. That's definitely not legal. We're going to finish up there, guys. We're going to finish up there. So, let's do a raid. Let's do a raid. I've got no idea who this person is, but we're going to raid him. All right, guys, we'll be back tomorrow at, I've been starting at 7. I've been starting at 7 p.m. So obviously, Spoon Handles viewers, they've all got a stream to watch. I very much appreciate the raid, mate. Phenomenal. But all you other guys, if you want to see me continue work on this Leo and potentially get this thing done tomorrow and probably then have to start the Space Leo, we'll probably have to do this one. Jump on stream tomorrow because yeah, I reckon that dude's going to be finished. But we're going to jump across and we're going to see Loopy Plus. Looks like she's painting some Emperor's Children. So we'll hit that raid. And I will catch you all tomorrow, guys. I should turn off my Spotify. See you guys.
Ads before. Hello. Airbrush and compressor is way out my price range. Airbrushes are overrated. You don't need them to get started. Absolutely no way whatsoever.